It's screen time o'clock, and welcome to another entertaining edition of your number one show on Consumer Alert TV, Screen Time. I am Iremufe Koforola, the man clothed in wealth and strength. And I am always with the ever gorgeous screen goddess.
Good evening, Iyebiye, and welcome to Screen Time on Consumer Alert TV. This is another beautiful edition of Screen Time, and as we do it on Screen Time, we do it elaborately. Very beautiful, very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. And today's episode of Screen Time is going to be a very fun one. My name is Kikelomo Ajibola, and we try as much as possible to bring people that would enlighten us on how the movie industry have been, operating for a while now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, Kikelomo. And on this show, we bring to you interviews, celebrity of the week, top 5 countdown, and new movie release updates that you can always enjoy. And today's show is going to be extraordinary because we have an extraordinary man in the studio. But before we introduce to you our guest, let us dive briefly into the world of movie posters. And one of the major promotions and means of advertising a film is posters. You all will agree with me that,
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to advertising movies, posters help along. They help in a very big way. So they help create awareness and persuade movie lovers watch a film, series, or listen to an album.
Exactly. I think before the advent of social media, where everybody's dancing, you are writing, you are doing meet and greet.
Yeah.
Movie posters was the thing back in the days. Or the only thing I know of is watch out now. Don't do piracy. That's the only thing I know of apart from that. But posters have been the face. Without a poster, you can't know of a movie. Even before any awareness can be created, I think posters is something that people always do first. Posters have not even only been on social media now. You see them on billboard, you see them everywhere, you see them on posted as if you're doing political campaigns because of awareness. Not everybody has access to what's it called, social media, where they will be seeing you dance or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But like posters that can go everywhere. If you dispatch people out there to go and give movie posters, yeah, definitely. And movie posters inform potential viewers of a film and the release date. It includes movie titles, directors, pictures, illustrations, and compelling images that would drive the consumers to come and watch what you're actually producing.
Interesting one out there, and we all know that over the years, more attention has been given to movie posters. A film poster communicates the overall idea of a film to a paying viewer who intends watching a film. And here is a fun fact, guys. Film posters come in different sizes and styles, all depending on the country. There are teaser posters and character posters, and I don't know, have you been ever influenced by any movie poster to watch a film?
Obviously.
Interesting. Tell me about it.
It's from the poster you will know the lineup of actors, the actresses that are going to be there.
Yeah, that would be character posters when you
very,
see
very
the
big.
ensemble
Exactly.
of actors.
You'll be like, oh, this is my favorite actress, I have to go and watch. This is my favorite actor, I have to go and watch it. So obviously, I would want to actually watch it because I'm already seeing this person on the poster. And the fact that now we can see all of the likes of what's the name? Alakada, Badambuju.
Yeah.
Farmer's Bride. A lot of beautiful posters like that.
Everybody loves Jennifer.
Thin
Line.
And Munadi, we could see them all over the places, billboard, very beautiful posters. You'll be like, oh, this person is there, I'm going to watch it. Timini is there, I'm going to watch it. Being Boy is there, Funke, they are all there. Why not? You want to watch those kind of movies because of how they're actually being made. And sometimes also, just a little bit of information here and there. The director will be like, oh, this person can direct, or the person can produce. Why not? I have to watch this movie. So poster a lot, influences a lot in the mind of the viewers. I'm paying for something, I need to have it. No matter how developed the world has been, posters are going to be put. Whether you are seeing it on phone or you are seeing it, it's a poster, it's a graphic poster.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it all depends on the country. And Nigeria, we all have our style of creating posters and all, it's so beautiful. And I love teaser posters. Sometimes before the movie itself is out, they are giving and I think Kemi did it with To Kill a Monkey.
Yeah, it was just like a black,
a
red something.
So we really didn't know.
Even King of Boys did
yes. So I mean, I love that keep
Yeah.
teasing us
Even she
anyway.
must be obeyed too. They do
Yes.
something like that. So
You know, it doesn't give too much information
it's
about
just
the.
but it keeps you wondering.
Yeah,
Your
what's going
curiosity starts,
on?
arising. Yeah.
And I love what you just said. Now, curiosity for a movie actually begins with the poster.
Yeah,
Actually,
actually.
it begins with the poster. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce to you our guest. He is no other person than the Iyebiye Adeitan, known as Kaizen Creative, who is a Nigerian film poster designer and illustrator, and is shaping the visual language of contemporary African cinema. He is a 2024 Nollywood Top 100 awardee and a top 5 finalist at the 2022 Cannes Short Film Festival Best Poster category.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
a man of, so many accolades I'll put. All right, guys, let's enjoy this moment.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
Consumer Hala TV.
Consumer Hala TV.
Consumer Hala TV.
At Consumer Hala TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at Consumer Hala TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our Consumer Hala brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at Consumer Hala TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, Consumer Hala TV, our Instagram page, Consumer Hala TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. Consumer Hala TV. At Consumer Hala TV, you deserve to be heard.
At Consumer Hala TV, you deserve to be heard.
I mean, you welcome on board, and thank you very much for joining us. And so, guys, in case you do not know, this is a man that has really designed many movie posters that you might have really loved. And I mean, it's so humbling to see that, I mean, your work's out there. Many people might have appreciated your work, and they might not really know the face behind, you know, these posters and all that. So first, let me ask, how do you feel when you see your creative works out there being appreciated by people? How do you feel?
I don't know. I usually don't have words to like qualify it because you know it's supposed to look like and over time as I've done it. I remember the first time when you know my work first went on a billboard. It was really very fulfilling for me because I've always wanted to have my work on a billboard. So every time that happens, there's no time that has happened that I'm not grateful. I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel happy that something that I've done is on the billboard even after so many years of making film posters.
That's very beautiful.
Interesting. So, and over your 9 years of experience creating bold, symbolic and memorable poster art, book covers and album covers that match storytelling with striking aesthetics. So I would please want you to share with us how your journey began as a film poster designer. Have you always known that this was going to be a path for you, or it was along the line just find it so fascinating and you just decided to stick to it?
That's a very interesting question because just like every young Nigerian that is like in school and just does not know what after you know how you go to school and study one thing, and then
you come out and
you don't even know what you're going to be doing next. So while in school, I did theater arts.
Interesting.
I studied theater arts.
Yeah.
I
mean, I've always said that there are just two disciplines, just creative arts or theater arts and others.
Yeah. And then you studied philosophy.
I ended up studying philosophy.
It's a very interesting course, and it will stretch you. Like it will really stretch you. Like if you study theater, there's probably anything you can't do. You know. So studying that, and I knew that in Nigeria, doing stage plays and all that is not very lucrative unless you are at the top.
Yeah.
If you are not working with people like Bola and Austin Peters, if you are not doing those type of work, you're probably making peanuts. So I was like, oh, what can I be doing? Pending the time when I'll also be able to like do something for myself, maybe do my own stage play or make my own, stuff. So I found design in school. During my final year, there was this film course we're supposed to make a short film, as part of, how when you're writing your final year project and saying partial fulfillment. So that was like a partial fulfillment of the, course. So we had to do the film, and when we finished, a friend of mine was the one that shot the film. He also edited. So I just told him that, help me burn this, this stuff into the CD.
And we do that.
Lecture,
we do that.
So that he can score. So it was like, instead of us just burning it into the CD, why don't we just package it? I'm like, what do you mean by packaging? So now I said, he has a graphic designer that can just help us do like a CD jacket. So he called the guy, he came over. So he just sent him some screenshots from the film, from screen grabs from the film. He just gave the guy. So that one, I just sat down with him. Now I was just doing different things. And then that was what became the film poster.
Wow.
So while he was doing that, I was like, I can do this thing that this guy is doing. I can do it. And at that time, my cousin had just sent me a laptop that I was using to play Candy Crush. Watching films.
Oh, wow.
So, I just told him that, bro, I can do this thing. Can you give me this software? Just let me install it on my laptop. I said, no problem. He just installed CorelDRAW.
Yeah, CorelDRAW.
On my laptop, and that was how I started. And when I finished, I wanted to still, keep that, zeal of storytelling, everything that I learned in school, what I'm now putting into, design now. So in some way, it still works.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know what I actually really resonate with your story is the fact that you said theater arts is a very strenuous course. People actually think you're going there to just dance now.
My dad will say everybody can act.
Not oh my god. Like now, I studied mass communication. I borrowed a course from theater, and I swear on my life, I hated going to that department. I'm like, why exactly? Because mass communicator, I think we tend to borrow a lot. We borrow from law, borrow from psychology, we borrow from political science. But the theater hat, oh my god, why are you telling me to do what I don't understand? Like, why exactly am I doing this? But parents, people don't understand that these courses that you underestimate are the one that do the most. Mass comm, they'll say, what are you doing? Chemiketi Johnny. Do you know how I'm going through? So it's a funny thing how you can go through all that as a university student in Nigeria, and then you come out and then you actually stuck. You don't actually have anything to do. If not that you said, okay, I can actually do this thing. I can pick it up from, you just said, I'm like, okay, what's this guy doing? Is it something I can't do? But you say, okay, let me challenge myself and say, let me do this thing. And this is something that you're now doing, and it's giving you this much fulfillment. And I think that's something that a lot of youth have to actually look up to. It's not all about the glamour or what's going on. Like I always say, the crew members are really not appreciated. You are also a part of the crew member of what's going on. But these are people that even put a lot more. It's not just about the person that is sitting in front of the camera. Yes, they do a lot also as someone that is in front of the camera, because it's not easy to stay in front of the camera. Not everybody can stay in front of the camera. Before you say acting is just acting. Acting is not just acting. You can see flaws from other actors that are actually on screen, because I didn't go through some kind of discipline or training like that. So it's a lot of things.
If at the end of the day you finished acting, you've done everything, and nobody's out there to really capture the story.
Yeah.
Graphics.
Yes.
Like what it does.
Or there's no
Illustrate it,
sound.
you
Yes.
understand? Especially posters, because we mentioned earlier how, and you mentioned
Yes,
how
poster has
really
even been.
influenced. You know, it's a form of PR.
It's even the first form of PR, because for me, before the advent of social media, everybody going on social media to post about movie, it was posters, or we hear,
Yeah, I remember when growing up too.
the sound of Yoruba film. Watch it now. It's going to be out.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that we knew. It wasn't anything like that. So poster for me is the first thing when it comes to movie creation. Like for real, you have to have a poster.
Interesting.
Very beautiful.
So we also want to ask that what inspires anytime you are to create these posters. You know, you have different posters you have created and different stories. So what really inspired all these creative and symbolic posters you've created? Is it just the story, or what other factors contribute to it? For instance, I have a production. I'm like, okay, you are going to make a poster for me. So, what really inspires you to bring out the best?
I want to do it this way. This is the way I want to do it, because most of the time I feel like there are some things that you actually have autonomy of. You are the one creating this poster. Nobody's going to be there with you creating. They may vet it, obviously, but at least you are the one that is seeing the vision of what. It can tell you this, but it's not the one that is going to the correct draw with you. So, how do you actually? What inspires those creations?
So, for me, I'm very particular about story. And because I study theater arts, I understand, you know, what it takes to actually tell a good story. You know, and a story is a story. Must have a beginning, middle, and end. And when you give me a story and say you want me to work on this, and then I'm reading the story and there's no connection, I sometimes, you know, struggle to create anything for it. Maybe because of money, you know, I say, oh, this person is paying me money, let me just do something. You know, I struggle with it. But when I come across a story that I resonate with, and you know, there's a connection with that story, you will see it in the work, you see it in the level of work. I like when stories are very layered, when, you know, you can pick out subtext from it. If you are talking about a story, I don't want to, you know, make an example now, but then when you are talking about, let's say for example, you are talking about, you know, female gender mutilation, and that's like the main story, and then layered under, go to domestic violence, you talk about
abuse,
all of those things. It just gives you a lot of things to play with. So that's how I'm able to bring out, you know, the metaphors, you know, the visual symbolism from those stories. So if I'm able to connect with your story, sometimes I turn down projects because I've read the script,
like,
and
okay,
I know that
I can't
struggle with this. So, you know, even my clients sometimes call me and say, this work, they know that I connected with it. They can even fight with me and say, you did not do this kind of thing for me, oh. You didn't do this kind of thing for me, oh. You know how we went back and forth that you were struggling with. I said, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Once
you know that the story did not really connect.
Yeah, but you know, the job is the job. I'm at a level where I have to be a professional and take it as a job and not as an hobby. When I started out, I was making posters for my friends. You know, they would just come, and I really like their stuff, and I would do stuff for them for free. You know, I just wanted to do. And then it was from their works that people started saying, who's this person? So yeah, for me, it's the connection.
So now, you see, we used to say something on the program, you know, as you're a first timer on the show, and I pray we'll bring you back one day or two. Yeah, we used to say something that it's not all about you putting out a movie. It's about how much you relate to the general audience. Or someone that is even working on it with you to say, I don't feel connected to this story. That should tell you a lot about what the audience are going to feel when you're actually putting that movie out there. So a lot of things that, you know, is not symbolic to us as Africans sometimes can disconnect you, like, okay, how do I see myself in these things? And it's because you have a creative mind. That is why you are seeing that, this thing, it didn't day. Like it didn't just there. You get, like, it's just a lot of hassle, because most people watch movie because of the emotions, the way it connects with them.
Even the posters can really bring out this emotion.
Like, trust me, Tikam is one of the movies that blow up this year. I think it should be one of the biggest movies this year. The first teaser poster that we saw of, and the fact that it was Kemi Adetiba, people were expecting a lot, and it didn't disappoint, because even the poster alone could say this is like a kind of a dark story, and it portrayed that. And most posters should be able to do that. I don't think posters should be confusing. They can create curiosity, you know, but let it not be confusing. If it's confusing, that means the story too will be confused.
Yeah, I even want to just like you should shed more light on this, because sometimes you see that in some posters.
Yeah.
And it's just like they just put all the actors
Together,
so that
one is big, one is small.
Even if they just cameo appearance, you are just there sitting, not talking. You just put your face as. Sometimes I'll be misled. I'll think this is the
main character.
And then they just like one or two. So do you do all this kind of jobs? You just do like, you know, because I know you might not have a say on that, but I don't know.
Yeah. So when I don't know if you are working on a project that has a lot of executive producers, or you are working with, you know, a cinema, a distributor.
Oh wow!
They want to sell the film. They want to sell the film. For me, I said it earlier that I see film posters as artworks. Beyond, they are an extension of the story. Beyond, you know, marketing material. Beyond, you want your audience to see, oh, this film, I'll go and see it. They are an artwork. In the Western world, that's how they treat their film posters. Till I think it was 2 years ago, they celebrated The Godfather. They celebrated 50 years.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful movies like that.
The posters, they have a museum where all of these things are kept. So this has always been my vision for Nollywood, where you have a museum where children can come 20, 50 years later,
100 years.
In 2010, they made this movie. In 2015, they made, and the parents will say, "Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, this it's nostalgic.
Yeah,
it preserves the culture. You know, all of these things are what I've always imagined that. You know, it has always been my big, you know, dream beyond just making film posters. So I don't fault these people that say, oh, we want to sell our film, even though that the Jide Kosoko did not spend more than two scenes, but making very big so that people think.
That's the thing. The one is big, the one is small.
I don't. It's advertising. You know, you're advertising your stuff.
I don't blame them too for that. It's just money making.
I mean, okay, for instance, Ayinla, you made the poster for Tunikila in the biopic, and I could see that it wasn't really giving too much.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so there's a story to that. There's a story to that. So Ayila's project, I was not the main person that worked on it. It was a colleague of mine, Rex Posters. You can check him out on Instagram. He's a big guy in Hollywood too. So we have different style. So he was the main person. He just brought me on because we've been wanting to collaborate. He just called me and said, oh, he wants me to create something abstract and illustrative for this project. So when I did it, the executive producer really liked it. Jade Oshibere really liked it, that if you go to their studio today, you find a very big frame
of that poster
there.
That's beautiful.
So she really liked it.
So eventually you were not them.
That was not the poster that was used to market the film in cinema. So when you get to cinema, you see another poster where all the actors are there. So it brings me back to where there are different posters for different reasons.
Oh wow! You can sometimes you see like 3-4 posters for movies.
So they serve different reasons.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I recently just discovered that this regulatory body for censors board, they don't approve posters where actors are showing guns. They don't approve that because it's promoting violence.
I agree.
But sometimes there are need for you to show that this person is an actor, is the action movie and all of that. So there are ways to do it. You do those posters, but you don't show it. You don't put it up on billboards. Or you can put it up on social media. People will see it. That's why if you watch a film like Brotherhood, I didn't work on it, but I noticed it. That when you go to the cinema, the posters you will see, they use actors to cover the gun.
Yeah.
But if you see social media,
you see
where the
gun
main guys are showing.
Yeah, that's true. I've noticed.
You see what they say on screen time. It's not just all about entertainment.
Yeah, so we learn a lot.
You
learn a lot. I think you've said some of the challenges that you face. You've said one particularly that you faced with you not connecting to stories. Are there other challenges that you face when you're creating these designs for the people that you're working with?
Yeah, most of the this has always been a problem that we've been challenging, and things are changing honestly, because way before I started doing posters, producers just they don't think about posters not until the end of the production, not until when the film is ready. That's how do we
Not do poster.
how do we market this film?
Poster? Yeah.
Poster, we've not done it. Then they now start looking for a graphic designer, Shomolu. Sorry, I'm not disrespect to Shomolu.
Yeah.
I'm a Shomodia.
Why? I speak for you.
I'm not saying you can just look for any designer.
Yeah.
So, but recently when I came in, some other people came in, we started advising them that bring us on, even during your shooting, so we can come on set, take because those actors pictures will still be in character. They can easily get their costume.
Yeah, so you just doing screen grabbing and
so we take the pictures on set and then go and work on it. Even before your film is ready, your posters are ready. So those are the challenges that we still face, because there are still some people that
be like,
they forget about
it's
they
just
say they forget.
Project,
Yes, they say they forget and they just reach out and say, hey, we didn't take pictures. We know you used to ask for, we didn't take pictures, but can you help us work? And it's a big challenge.
It is
because start struggling with quality of image, because when they go to press and print these things out,
the image drops.
You can see.
I understand. It will drop.
So that's another. That's a challenge.
How about money? Is it lucrative? Is that not a challenge?
I can't. How do I answer this question? I won't say it's a challenge.
Okay.
Because this film poster thing, it's not, for me, it's not something I got into because I was looking for money.
No, because it is because
I love storytelling. I love performance. I love acting. I love all of this. That's why I studied theater arts. Yeah. So it was my love for it that made me, kept at it and said, "Oh, let me just keep doing this thing. Since I've started learning it, let me just keep doing it." I joined the film community, called Film Rats Group, Film Rats Club, and in the club we have a lot of young filmmakers who can't really, afford to pay anybody to do a poster and all of that. So these guys were the guys that I was making film posters for. They'll pay me 2K, 5K. It was not really about the money. I was just happy that this person is allowing me to work on this. It's letting me, showcase another direction of this film that he does not even know. So people even connect to the film on another level because of the poster.
Yes, that's true. Very true.
So it was not because of the money. It's recently when we've grown. The work that we do now is a little bit much, because before it's just one poster for a short film, but now when you work on a cinema project, you are doing 4 or 5 main posters, you are doing character posters, you are doing meet and greet, you are doing countdown posters, you are doing now showing in cinema, you are doing billboards. Netflix wants their own version, Prime Video wants, so as you look, you charge based on how much deliverables you are going to be doing. So I can't say it's lucrative.
And you can't say it's not lucrative.
And I can't say it's not lucrative.
Let's say middle. Let's just put it as middle.
Maybe middle.
Middle. But it's not bad. That's what they're trying to say. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not
and
bad.
It also helps him, do what he loves to do. So
Exactly.
yeah. So I think that's a very beautiful explanation. People are asking that is it lucrative? It's not as if it's not lucrative, and it's not as if it's lucrative. It's in the middle. If you are interested, please continue what you are doing. Exactly. Sometimes I think the greatest people mistake fulfillment for having a lot of financial benefits. For some people, it's not about the money. Not everybody have the school of thought that money makes you all happy all around. It's not. I believe that is not true. There are a lot of things that money cannot buy you. Money can't buy your life. If you are at the brink of death, if God will say you are taking, that life is going to go. It's going to go. No matter how much you spend on it, nothing is going to change it. So I don't believe that money buys happiness. All of it. Yeah, money is good though. Please, I like money. Money is good, but I think fulfillment actually, and your dignity, your talent speaks better than money, because you can't have money. You might be rich now, and then you're probably doing posters, but you are rich, but you're not really good at doing the poster. But because a lot of people give you a job, people are still going to talk down on your job. People that actually have reasonable thinking will say, "Oh, this person doesn't know what they are doing, but because he has people that are in connection, that are giving him job. But you that you're collecting, you know, something that you're working for, you're still making money from it. Your job, your work will speak for you, and that's one of the biggest fulfillment anybody can actually make. And that's why we are asking this second question about recognitions. And there are more recognitions. Do you think there are more recognitions for you, and how well do you think people are aware of this department in the Nollywood industry? I think you just said it now that most of them don't take into consideration doing posters, because I believe that posters should even be one of the
like, even when you are planning this pre-production.
So I'm surprised
that have a special budget
that
for it.
poster is not
and even for awards now. I think we should be having awards, because when they celebrate makeup, wardrobe, even posters is a form of PR. If the poster is not appealing, I would not want to see this.
Yes.
MBCA, please consider this.
I don't understand though. Are you fast sleeping?
I'm at on
Twitter. I'm always talking about you know how I hope that one day EMBC will recognize our department, because
wow,
you know it's been years
lot.
now, and they keep adding different categories, and we're still waiting for them to do it.
Wait, they're adding category, but they're not adding category of posters. What are people doing now?
Most of we are celebrated outside the country.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You just said it now about the exhibition and everything. And then Nigeria, I think Nollywood have beautiful stories. We have beautiful stories, and posters are speaking a lot. Posters have been something that is not. When the social media starts, that everybody's putting dancing, you're doing everything, you're doing meet and greet. Meet and greet was not it. It was posters all along. In front of cassette, the disc, everything was posters. So I don't know why they are not actually adding that, but they are adding other things. Makeup as in SFX, or just
so
makeup.
You really need more recognition from me, or let's say from you yourself. I mean, what do you think about the recognition?
So well, like I said, I'm not somebody that, you know, is overhyped for recognition and all that. In fact, when I started my work, you will not see my picture on my page. I don't even post my picture on my page. You know, not until maybe 2023, when I did it my birthday, and then I posted my picture, and a lot of people just started, oh, so this is your face.
Oh wow.
So this is even when I go on set to take pictures, people don't know who
you are.
Is. Like, I just go with my photographer and some other my guys, let's go and do this together. So they just think, oh, they are like a crew. They don't know who the person is until 2022 or 2023 when I posted my picture. So I'm not somebody that is very over the top for recognition. So when they talk about recognition, I feel like that department is lacking. You know? And that's why I was really grateful to Naija last year, when, you know, they recognized me as, you know,
that is
Nollywood stuff on them. You know, so alongside people like, you know, Funke Akindele, Timini, and all of that. So I was really happy that at least some people are noticing our work.
It's your job, actually.
So yeah, I was happy about that. So but I just hope that, because what recognition does is that it also creates awareness. So if AMVC does, you know, open that door, there are a lot of people that will want to say, oh, instead of me staying behind camera for years and saying, I want to learn camera, I want to learn lighting, this is another department,
exactly.
Maybe I can. You know how people are saying there are not enough sound designers, maybe some ladies should go to sound design, women should start learning, you know, all of those things. So I feel like giving a recognition will also create awareness and say, oh, there's something like this, you know, people can start feeling that position, because currently now we don't have a lot of poster designers. I can count 3, 4.
Wow.
You know, so we need more people, because there's a lot of work. Nollywood is the third largest, you know, filmmaking in the world. Yeah. So we can't just have 4 people or
doing all the posters.
Doing all the posters.
How many movies come out in the like?
So we need more people to know about this space, and then we need more people to learn and fill this space up too.
Oh, that's very beautiful.
Interesting. I mean, you said so much about this poster of a thing and all that. You make posters, and I would just want to know that department. Are you kind of eyeing another department? Let's say, you know, you are a thespian, you study theaters, and
maybe acting.
Or you are trying to be one executive producer one day, or I mean,
so interestingly, I started my career with acting. Oh. Even when I finished secondary school, I remember telling my dad that I didn't want to go to the university, that I just wanted to act.
Wow.
And my dad was like, oh, you want to act? You don't want to go to the university with your friends? I said, yes, I was not going to do jam.
Wow.
Wow.
He said, okay, what do you want to do? I said, I want to go and learn acting from Funke Baby. And it was around that time, Jennifer,
Yeah.
Omogeto, and all of that was raining, and I'm like, oh, that she has a film school. She just opened a film school, Sin1 Film Academy.
Yeah.
I want to go there. That once I learn,
You just start.
I'll just start acting.
Wow, bang, bang, bang.
I said, no problem. Go and find out. I found out they said it was 100K at that time too. You know.
At that time, that was a lot of money.
So my dad paid, and I started. It was in Ireland here.
Wow.
Wow.
Somewhere there's a church. I don't know, the very big church. We used to use the downstairs of the church to rehearse. We taught dancing, etiquette, you know, a lot of things.
Wow.
And I went on sets on 2 or 3 occasions. Then I got tired.
No.
The energy has gone.
This one is not Joko. It's not
So
this.
I felt like I was not learning what I was supposed to learn. We're doing the theory aspect. So if Funke Akindele had, you know, a production, all of the students from the school have to go. So everybody has to stay in one department or the other. And for me, they were always putting me in either props or these people, you know, if they're shooting crowd scene. I say, oh yeah, go and be sending people away. Silence on set.
That's not what I'm here for. No.
So one day I was just very tired. I was like, this is not what I want to do.
I want to act now.
I want to act, but we're not getting any role because we're still students.
Yeah, I
You know,
get.
Few people that got roles were, you know, Gateman, you know, all of those things.
Police
And then the
officers.
promise then was, oh, Jennifer is going to become a series very soon. And then all of us from the students, whatever, we're going to partake in, you know, good roles. And that was even what was gingering that. Oh, they are going to, and it was not what do they call it then? They called it Everybody Loves Jennifer.
Oh, wow.
Then that was the name of the series.
Wow.
So she changed it to
Jennifer's Diary.
Jennifer's Diary.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
So years after, she now made
Everybody loved it. That was last year.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
So
that's
at
beautiful.
that time, it was titled, the series was Everybody Loves Jennifer.
Wow.
So I left because I just told my dad that I was not doing that.
You're going back to school.
I wanted to
I want to go back to school now. Oh.
I want
I want to say your prayer. What am I say? Oju etila. Literally.
So I that was how I left. Even our is it administrator proprietor then used to call me and say, oh, come back, you can. And then I before I went for my degree, I didn't see in Abeokuta.
Oh.
So
You wanted to teach?
my dad was a teacher.
Oh,
My dad owns a school.
Aww.
And he was like, oh, you need to have SC degree, SC certificate, so that you become a certified teacher. One day you teach, blah blah blah. You know when I finished school, and then I had to, I'd gone to do acting and everything. I don't know anything again, and I wrote jam and failed. So my dad now said, this is your result, you can still do NCE. Because I wanted to say, oh, let me still wait. He said, no, go and do NCE. So he had listened to me.
Yeah.
So I had to leave him and say, okay, let me do what. That was how I started. I wanted to act first. Before, years later, I discovered, design. So acting was, and now I've made some short films.
Wow.
I still have stories I'm going to tell.
We can't wait to see
I love
that.
storytelling.
We can't wait to see
and
that.
posters are not the only medium I want to do.
You used to tell the story, so
Yeah.
very beautiful. Let's quickly round it up on the program because I think we are going into another segment already. So, from your experience, what kind of film posters, do you think are appealing to film enthusiasts, and how well do posters promote films before we round up on the show?
Any kind of poster will appeal. So for me, when I get a job, my goal is always to make sure that the audience can stare at the work, even if it's just for 2-3 seconds. Once they can do that, once you can arrest them and say, what is this? My job is done. So I feel as a designer, any you can use any medium, any anything to arrest them from the story. You don't take out of the story.
Yeah.
From the story, you know, you just use anything to arrest the person and say, oh, what is this? What is this story about? Could it be this? Could it be that? Once I'm able to arrest the attention, and then you can look at it for more than a second, because attention span these days.
Yeah, it's just 5 seconds.
5 seconds, you're already.
Like, even 5 seconds is too much.
You know.
I'm just typing it up.
Once you can scroll on your Instagram and see something and say, oh.
In fact, you can scroll up, if you basically scroll back, that's an attention there. Yeah.
Exactly. So even I can say that, you know, our work sometimes increase, you know, views, increase sales.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, in terms of commercial value, you know, it's there. It's there. Most of our work, people that do good work, so you know, when they see the work and say, oh, I want to see this film, you know, and then you even ask people and say, is that, I saw the poster, I saw that poster, is the poster that some people will come to my DM and tell me that I don't really like this film.
You know what the poster, that's why I watch
your
it.
Your poster lured me.
Exactly now.
So I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing my own job.
I
If you don't enjoy the film, it's not my fault.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. What advice would you give to people that actually want to venture into this business? Because you said it before that the department needs a lot of people to actually go into it. What advice in terms of the them having too much of expectation when it comes to money, and also how time consuming it can be? How can it affect mentorship? How can it even affect them and their family lives?
Just like I said, especially creative, you know, creative work like this, it will always take time for you to start anything reasonable.
Yeah.
For me, I've been making posters for, next year will be like 10 years. And I've been making film posters, and I didn't. It was not until like maybe 2020 that I started, you know, seeing and saying, oh, I can, you know, buy better gadgets.
Yeah.
You know, I can, you know, start sending money home and say, you know. So, but you must always come with that mindset that it will take time for you to start seeing anything. But if you have the passion and say, oh, I want to make impact, I want to be different, I want to also, you know, create something that people will look and say, oh, I want to go and see this film because of your work.
Yeah.
If you have that passion, in no time, and like you said, mentorship, if you have, you know, if you have been mentored by somebody that has already walked that journey, it's easier, the road is shorter, you quickly start, you know, getting there faster, because there was nobody to say, oh, go and DM this person, oh, do this work and send it to this person. We were just doing anything that we could do.
Yeah.
So with mentorship, and you know, if you are steadfast, prayerful, you're passionate about the craft, don't think about the money. Think about the money. Don't think about the money at first. Just learn the work. If you are good, they'll find you anywhere. Because I didn't used to. I don't even live in Lagos.
Wow.
You know, I just spent some years in Lagos and left. I didn't even stay in Lagos when people started reaching out to me.
Wow, that's
I grew up in Shagam.
Wow.
You know, and you know, name it, this biggest celebrities in the country have reached out to me for you know, my room.
Yeah.
You know, because I just know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to know what you're doing first.
Thank you very much. Now, quickly before we round off, describe yourself in 3 words. Very short.
And I can see the ring, so I mean,
I should describe myself in 3 words.
Yeah.
Then what are you saying?
Leave him alone.
How do you relax with family? Just putting that into it.
I'm not an outgoing type.
Okay.
You know, so I just, when I go out, I like to go all out. In between, I'm an ambivert.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're already describing yourself.
Yeah, I can be very hyper now, and then the next minute you're asking me. When I was in school, whenever I'm not hyper, people used to think I was sick. They were saying, what's wrong with us? Nothing is wrong.
Exactly.
I'm fine.
It's just that time.
I know you're not yourself. But that's not myself. I can be anything I want.
Yeah.
You know. So if I'm always at home with my wife, she works at home. I work at home if I'm not on set.
Oh yeah.
Pictures,
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think you only said ambivert, and what again?
I'm ambivert. I'm a very funny person.
I
like to think I'm a very funny person.
Okay.
When I was in school, I used to do comedy.
Trust me, you are who you think you are. For me, that's just what it is.
I like to think I'm a funny
I don't want to know what you think.
and maybe I like to talk.
Same here. Best friends. Thank you so much for coming to the show. And we know you have a lot of things to do, but we brought you here and you honored our invitation. Thank you so much for actually coming and shedding more light on the world of poster design and creations. As you just watched it on the show, we brought to you one of the seasoned poster designers in Nigeria, and we had quite a lot of discussions that we did, and very beautiful discussion from Mr. Iyebiye Adeitan. Very beautiful name. Like I'm jealous. I'm actually very jealous. But right now we have to go on a short break, and when we get back, we'll continue from where we stopped.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeitan. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is Consumer Ala TV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
Consumer Ala TV.
Consumer Ala TV.
Consumer Ala TV.
At Consumer Ala TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at Consumer Ala TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our Consumer Ala brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at Consumer Ala TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, Consumer Ala TV, our Instagram page, Consumer Ala TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. Consumer Ala TV. At Consumer Ala TV, you deserve to be heard.
At Consumer Ala TV, you deserve to be heard.
Welcome back from that break, and that was Mr. Iyebiye Adeitan on the show with us, talking about everything posters and how it can affect Nollywood's movie production. Thank you so much for coming on the program this evening. Thank you so much. Mofe, let's quickly round up what we're doing with that segment, because I guess the conversation was so interesting that we could continue talking about it. Let's talk about the beautiful posters that has actually happened, and Mr. Iyebiye has actually produced for Nollywood blockbusters, and I think you should start with the first one.
Yeah, so our top 5 countdown this week would be he has produced many, he has designed many film posters, but these top 5 countdown are just the ones, part of the ones that are captivating and they're so beautiful to watch. So for number 5 is for Maria Ebun Pataki. This movie poster is so beautiful to watch and so captivating. You just want to watch the movie just with the sight of this poster.
And the second one is With Difficulty Comes Ease. It's also a very beautiful poster. I'm very sure you can see for yourself that the poster is really beautiful. And this poster speaks volume on how you can easily confuse and convince a consumer or an audience to say, oh, this poster looks very interesting. Why not just let me go to the cinema or probably in the Netflix or wherever it is to actually see what's really going on with the poster. So yes, this particular movie is very beautiful too. With Difficulty Comes Ease. The poster is amazing.
Yeah, and coming on number 3 spot is no other movie than Ayinla. And we had a background discussion about this, and so beautiful to see. As you can see as well, you definitely just want to watch the movie.
Yeah, yeah, very beautiful one at that. And coming up after that is a ghetto love story. This particular movie, this poster, amazing as well. Well done, Mr. Iyebiye. Very beautiful, very creative. It speaks volume. So whoever is seeing this particular one should definitely see that this is a very beautiful one.
Interesting one. Coming on number one spot is is Farmer's Bride.
Yeah.
Farmer's Bride. I mean, the poster is so beautiful.
Yeah,
So-
I've not seen Farmer's Bride, but from
Yeah.
whatever I've been seeing, the posters, I'm like, oh my God, I need to see this movie. So we are begging you, if it's on Prime or anything, please just release this movie. Let us that we're no opportunity to go to the cinema to watch it, just watch it. Yeah.
So these are top 5 film posters as created, designed, illustrated, whatever word you want to use by Iyebiye Adeitan. And this is when it comes to being creative. When it comes to the word being extraordinary, he is definitely.
And mind you, he said that it was a collaboration for him to do a poster of
Yes.
Ayinla. So the particular one he did, you can actually see for yourself that
Yes.
it is a very beautiful one.
He is truly regarded as Kaizen creative, and this is really seen in his work.
Yeah, thank you so much for creating such beautiful ones. And for our celebrity of the week, let's quickly move to that because I think our time is running. For our celebrity of the week, I'm very sure everybody knows how we do it here. It's not easy for somebody to drive all the way from wherever they are coming from, because this man actually, where he told us he was coming from, is a very far place, and he honored us, and we are so grateful for him to be on the show to speak volume on what he's actually doing. And the department he is actually plays a very crucial role in the world of Nollywood and how consumers, audiences presume this particular movie. So thank you so much, Mr. Iyebiye, once again. So let's quickly run down to Celebrity of the Week. I'm very sure it's not going to be surprising that Celebrity of the Week for this particular edition of Screen Time is Mr. Iyebiye Adeitan. None other person deserves it more than him. And to all of the other people that are doing posters in the movie industry, kudos to all of you. You guys are doing amazingly well, and we can't wait for you to start getting the recognition that you particularly deserve. Thank you so much.
Interestingly, so it just simply means that whatever you do, whatever your hands find to do, just do it brilliantly, and you would be celebrated. It's not easy to be our celebrity of the week.
Yes, so it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy.
And moving away from that to the last segment of the show today, it's new movie release update.
Like we always do.
Yeah, Kike is going to quickly run us. With all that.
The amazing movies lined up for people that watch what's it called? For we that watch American movies sometimes actually. Let's put it out there. Some movies are actually coming out to the cinema by September. So probably when we get the collation of all the movies, we're probably going to share it next time on the program. So let's go. The first one that is here today is on YouTube. These are movies that you can find on YouTube that you can use to while away time. The first one is Arike on Biodun Stephen TV. It stars Sonia Uche, Biodun Stephen herself, and Femi Jacobs. This is a very beautiful movie. It showcases fatherly loves. It showcases how children, if they are not guided well, they can actually stray. And sometimes being strict is not all a child needs. Sometimes they need you to talk to them more than you just been saying, oh, sit down there, you cannot go anywhere, you can't do this. Be more involved in your child's life more than. It's a very beautiful story. I didn't see this angle coming, but I love what they did there. So kudos to everybody that is on it. Arike on Biodun Stephen. You need to go and watch it. And it's on YouTube. It's free of charge. Another one that actually wowed me this weekend is And Then Came Grace on Omoli Uboli TV, starring Bimbo Ademoye and Taye Arimoro. Can you imagine two of my
Nice
faves
combination.
like in the same movie? It's gonna be fun, like
delicious,
like so amazing. Like And Then Came Grace is a movie of so much intelligence. Trust me, like Omoni Uboli produces a beautiful movie, but And Then Came Grace was from another angle. It's a faith-based story, and it also showcased how too much of obedience sometimes can be harmful. Like you don't think for yourself, you are too indebted to somebody to not see, and sometimes as a faith-based movie, it teaches us a lot. I think I was talking to my best friend yesterday about some things when it comes to the spiritual world, and I told her that I believe that if God can talk to your pastor, God can talk to me. If God can talk to my alpha, God can also talk to me. You're not special. There's nothing special about you. You're also like a normal human being. It's just for you to dedicate your time and have faith that yes, this man is going to come through me. God is not going to come and see you physically. God is not seeing anybody physically. He might see you through a dream. He might see you through a sign. He'll be like, okay, that's my conviction. So this is a movie that actually shows a lot. It remains small. Make person forgot her for this movie. But this movie is actually amazing. And then came Grace on Omoni Oboli TV. It's a beautiful watch. If you watch it, I'm very sure you're going to learn one or two from the movie. Another one is on Maurice Sam TV, featuring our legendary actress Nadia Buhari and Maurice Sam. The movie is called Talk Love. I mean, the theme is well explored, trust me. It's just the way the name is Talk Love. But I wouldn't want to say anything because the name already reveals a lot of things. But sometimes love can change human being. Love can make you better. And also love can make you otherwise. But this movie turned out to be a very beautiful ending. So, yep, trust me, you're going to enjoy it if you enjoy movies like that. Another one is Love Unlisted on SODK TV. It stars Saga Diolu, SODK, and Inem King. The lineup, come on, beautiful actors. You're going to enjoy the movie. It's a very beautiful movie. You know, you might love somebody, but you're doing shakara, you're in denial, you know. And then a man doesn't know what he wants from himself, and then trauma also speaks. He spoke a lot of volume in the movie. The trauma of this particular man, the way he grew up, the way he viewed marriages. So he already, you know, because of what he saw in his parents' marriage, he already viewed of a particular woman he wants. He wants a meek woman, he wants a silent woman, a totally submissive woman. Then you're falling in love with someone that is totally different. How do you navigate that? And it's love, oh. So the movie, trust me, you're going to enjoy it. Another movie that I really want us to see is a series that's going on. Visa on Arrival season 7 is amazing. Very beautiful story. Bovie, I feel like this is one of the best production Bovie has ever made. The lineup of characters, I'm not even talking about the particular people. The characters alone, they are killing it. We have from season 1 to season 7. If you've not started it at all, I'm recommending this particular movie for you. I don't like series. For me to be seated out watching this series, I love this particular series. I just finished watching the season episode 4, season 7. So you can actually join to start watching from the beginning. Trust me, you will love it, especially when Sophia Lakija joined in another dimension entirely. Visa on Arrival season 7 is out right now. You can start season 1 to season 7 on Accelerated TV on YouTube. It's just, subscription is free and it's your data. If you are interested, why not? Just start it. You're gonna enjoy yourself. Another one that we have is this story. Oh my God, I never saw this coming. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know, it's the emotions for this particular story. The story is A Crown for Two. You know, if you see the lineup of actresses, you probably think of a totally different way this story is going to go through. We might think of, oh, it's a story of people fighting for the crown, you know, blah, 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 this like that. But this is it's a very beautiful story. It is well detailed. It's a 3-hour, 20-minute movie. It's on Uche Na Obunabo TV. It stars Omeche Oko, it stars Clinton Joshua, and it stars Chineye Inebe. Trust me, these are people that I really love. Omeche is winning my heart at the moment. She's a phenomenal actress. She's very, very playful. She's very, very playful.
You've not told us the title of the movie.
Yeah, sorry, A Crown for Two.
A Crown for Two. I think
I mentioned it, but like, and I just like illustrated it. It's a very beautiful movie. You wouldn't understand the dimension. And it spoke about friendship, loyalty, love, and it spoke about understanding. You know, you should understand that somebody that you call a friend like fancies your man, but because of the girl's amount of loyalty, she never made you feel uncomfortable, and she even supports your relationship. Anyways, if you want to see how that plays out, go and watch A Crown for Two. A very very beautiful story of it's not all about money, it's not about reality, it's not about it's a very humble story. Everybody in the movie very humble, sweet, amazing human beings. A lot of ups and downs, obviously, where it got really emotional, but it later turned out to be really nice. But yeah, The story is an amazing one, and I love it.
Interesting one. You know, from Arike to Togwa and to A Crown for Two. So you can get to enjoy all of these movies on YouTube. And I mean, is it visa on arrival? Anyone that you
on
want,
arrival,
I mean,
please go watch
you
it.
can always watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
And if you think you've not added to the list anyone you would have preferred,
let us know.
I mean, the door is open.
Yeah.
Just go to
comment
the comment
section, type it. Kike, you know, why are people not putting this one? I watched this time. Yeah, we watch a lot of movies, but we can't come and see everything now. Or else we'll just use our whole 1 hour to see everything. And we have a lot of lineup of things. It's just the ones that I feel like, oh, just go watch it, you enjoy it.
Yes, just go watch it, and this is all we can take on today's edition of Screen Time, and I'm quite sure you've enjoyed so much with Iyebiye Adeitan on the show. And
very beautiful.
Now I believe you understand how film poster can influence your choice of seeing a movie. Until grace your screen next edition, I remain my humble self, Iremofe Kofoworola, the man clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kike Lamaj. Bye.